Hello once again, YouTube, and I'm going to make a really quick video, and it's basically about these things called sun simulators. And if you don't know what they are, they're basically a mechanism that mimics the sun. And so supposedly, and I'm just saying supposedly, something may have happened to the sun to where the sun is not giving off its energy and heat like it's supposed to. Now, I learned way back in school, it seemed like eons ago, I think I might have even been in maybe 7th or 8th grade, and they used to teach about the stages of a sun, how a sun, turns into a supernova, and then it's almost like a blue type of hue to that star. And then after that star, supposedly, it goes into basically a white light instead of a blue light. And then the next stage after that is basically what we have in our atmosphere, which is letting off a reddish yellow sun. And then supposedly after that stage, there's supposed to be this huge, massive ball where the sun basically puffs up. And then after that stage, it basically goes cold, if I remember the story right. But, it was so many years ago, folks. I know there's people out there that know astronomy and astrology or whatever you want to call it a lot better than me. I'm just going on a whim to basically get to the point of what I'm trying to say. And basically, if you can make an artificial sun that gives off artificial heat on a LED, hex LED sun, moon star type of object or a thing that they have made, also you could control the heat on it. I'm pretty sure they were smart enough to have some type of heat control. So could this, this devastating cold that we're witnessing right now be orchestrated and done purposely for some reason? If you can make something hot, you definitely can control its temperature to make something a lot cooler. Or they may have just turned the sun simulator off, altogether. And that's another reason why it's super cold. Now, don't get me wrong. I live in the Midwest, and, this weather is not new to me. It's even been colder than this before. I think the strange thing to me is it's just that's almost like the whole country's in a deep freeze. So that kind of raised a question to me, is this being done on purpose for some reason? Because, when you get weather like this to the point where you can't even walk a block without your hands becoming numb and you're getting the tingling, sensation in the tip of your fingers like you can't even feel them, and you almost want to, after that block, run back into the house, nobody's really going to want to go outside. I mean, even if you're in a warm climate such as Florida, Texas, California, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and what have you, South Carolina, Alabama. I mean, when you're used to maybe 40 degrees, maybe 30, and then it plummets down to, 15, 20, not too many people are going to go anywhere. Not to mention it brings forth ice. So driving conditions will be a lot more difficult. So, if this thing is being done on purpose to put us in some type of induced Arctic blast, what are they doing while everybody's in the house? What are they planning? If I was, to think like the government would, this would be a perfect time to be out and doing what you want to do, because pretty much everybody's going to be in the house because it's freezing. And also, this sun simulator, I mean, I never remember it being hot. I lived in Texas, for about 5 years, and Texas is a whole nother, level of heat. I lived in the Austin area and went to other southern cities, also Houston and, Port Arthur and stuff like that. I mean, to say hot is an understatement. But I mean, I living here in the Midwest, I felt heat up here like I did down there. And I remember telling my mother, I said, Mother, I haven't felt heat like this up here. I haven't felt heat like this since Texas. I mean, it was a dry, burning type of heat where you didn't really sweat a whole lot. It just burnt. And that's the type of heat that I'm feeling here in the Midwest now. And I've been feeling that type of heat probably since probably around maybe 2003, 2004. That's when I started feeling like this real dry heat. How long these simulators have been made, how long they've been put into orbit or what have you. I don't know the exact number of years, but that's when I started feeling a change. That's when I started seeing like desert-like weather here in the Midwest. So, folks, I'm not going to talk your head and spend a whole lot of time, but, just the question remains, is this super, super cold weather due to them playing with the sun simulator? I mean, they play with everything else. Our food is fake. The water's polluted. We have fake snow. That's been seen on many videos of people, balling up snow and putting a lighter to it and the snow not even melting. It's just turning black. So we live in a synthetic, fake GMO world. This is what it's come down now to, folks. Everything is fake. Nothing's real. I mean, even the women, it's fake eyebrows, fake breast, fake butt. People don't even want to be a man or a woman anymore. They're switching genders, and then they're offended if you don't call them the gender that they were born. So we really live in a fake GMO world. And so with that being said, folks, I'm out till next time. Take it easy.